Good morning, my dudes. Happy Halloween. If you're new here, I'm Evan, and I knit things and do other crafty stuff. And if you're a regular, welcome back. I'm so glad you're all here. There have been so many new subscribers since our last podcast. The day before our last podcast was, well, the day before I filmed it was October 16th. And October 16th, I hit 500 subscribers. So the following day, when I filmed our last podcast, number 29, we did the 500 follower giveaway for this beautiful yarn. And I'll tell you who the winner is in just a minute. By the way, this is episode 29. Since we hit 500 subscribers back on October 16th, today for me is obviously the 31st, Halloween, and I think I'm going to make this go live earlier than tomorrow, so it'll probably still be Halloween when I post this. As of right now, we have 686 subscribers. That's almost 200 more than 2 weeks ago. So thank you all so much. So much. We just need watch hours before we can monetize this channel. So if you feel like watching old stuff, do it. I'm so glad you are all here. I am so grateful that you're all here. I'm so excited that you all even remotely care what I have to say about anything. But with that, let me show you the winner. I'll put the video of me doing the YouTube picker thing on here, though I don't think it shows you much of anything. But the winner is Simply Adriana, and her comment said, "Such a fun episode, Evan. I love seeing all the Halloween colors and cozy projects. For the skeleton buddies, how about Knitston and Skeletina?" I love those names. I haven't decided what to name them yet, because you guys just had entirely too many excellent suggestions. So I need to put it to a vote with the kiddos and see what they decide. There were so many good ones. So Simply Adriana, send me an email at evanknitsthings@gmail.com, and I will get these shipped out to you. So you've got 2 weeks to email me, which is plenty of time. Pretty much as long as you email me by Thanksgiving, they're yours. If not, then we will draw again, but I highly doubt that'll be an issue. So, since it's been 2 weeks, I have a lot of stuff to talk about. First, we can talk about what I'm wearing. This is the, what was it? Dead of Night pullover by Hannah over at Dear Ingenue. Here, I can show you. There's color work on the bottom as well. So there's the bottom color work. And then we've got the skulls on the top. I love this sweater, but I never get to wear it because I made it in this BFL blend. And it's BFL, well, it's not a blend, it's just 100% BFL, the main color is. And it's held double fingering weight, so it's so warm. It's too warm to wear. This orange is from Hedgehog Fibers. It's a skinny singles, and I think it's Kid You Not. I would be extraordinarily cautious when using this one though, because it bleeds and changes everything a really weird color. For whatever reason, you can see, oh no, you can't see, but the variegation in here used to be cream, and now it's a slightly yellowy orange color. I mean, and it works fine for this, but I would not use this if you want something that's white to stay white. And I've had like 5 skeins of this that I bought all at once and used in various projects, and that's happened with every single one of them. So, warning. Okay, next. There's going to be a bunch of spoilers today for my new series, Roll for Christmas. So if you don't want to see that, skip to whips, okay? And I think there'll be one still in whips, but I'll warn you then, okay? So finished objects. Okay, finished objects. First, we'll do the Gnumpkin and Gnettle Mystery Knit Along with Imagined Landscapes. I finished both Gnumpkin and Gnettle. They're so cute. Okay, here's Gnumpkin. This is Knit Pick Stroll. This is Dragon Horde yarn something, and this is, I have no idea what. Oh look, he totally matches me. Look at him. These are not the same yarn. I forgot to say the main color in this is from Goliath Frog Crafts, but she doesn't dye anymore. Like, he's so freaking cute. He's so cute. You can see his little hat. And it's got a little slip stitch detail. And he's a pumpkin, but he's a gnome. Okay, so. Yeah. Okay, and then Gnettle. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? This is Knit Pick Stroll, this is Knit Pick Stroll, this is Knit Pick Stroll Effects. These were minis in the same mini pack as the orange, and then this is the colorway either Raven or Nevermore. It's something Poe adjacent. But yeah. Just look at the hair. I love it. Okay, here, I'll show you together. They sit on my entertainment center together now with my other Halloween decorations for in the house. They're so cute. Okay. For the rest of today, they're going to be right there because they're adorable. Okay. That's the first 2 finished objects. Now, there's going to be spoilers for my Roll for Christmas series in the next 4 finished objects and then 1 whip. So if you don't want spoilers, skip to whips and I'll tell you which one is going to be a spoiler there. If you don't care, then here's a bunch of finished objects. Okay, the first one is a Christmas ornament. Oh, if you're a family member of mine, stop watching. Don't watch this episode. Go do something else. Okay? Or skip to books or something. But don't watch this. I don't know if any of you do. I don't think you do. But don't watch. So, Christmas ornament. This is for my sister-in-law. It's just a little M. But it's beaded. And then there's like, it's a little knit swatch. It's just cute. And I was making something for everybody else. Like, I was making hats for everybody else, but I made her a hat last year. So I didn't want to make her another hat, but I didn't want her to have nothing to open. So, there. Now, I've also finished 3 classic ribbed hats. This is patterned by Purl Soho. It is a free pattern on their website. It's the most basic 1x1 ribbed hat out there. It's a DK to worsted weight. I used fingering held double for some and a DK for another one. I have 3 here. This one is for my brother Judah. This is for my sister Mercy. And this is for my brother Jeremiah. These 2, Judah has a giant head, so this is the large, this is a medium. The rest of the ones I made and am making are mediums. This yarn is Loop and Whirl Fiber Company in the colorway Ruby-Tailed Wasp held double. It turns into like this very camo-y thing, and my brothers are very camo people. Okay, then the one I made for my sister, this yarn is from Bella Filato Studio. It's her colorway Reindeer Games that she usually does for Christmas. When I first started it, I really hated the pooling, but it has really grown on me. Like, I think it looks so cool. So this is for my sister. And then I'm also knitting 2 more hats. One for my sister's boyfriend, and one for my dad. So I think that's all the finished objects. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 finished objects is nuts. Nuts. But you know, after so many years, it becomes impossible to think of Christmas gift ideas for people that aren't my children or spouse. So like, and I have a lot of siblings. Like, I have 4 brothers and a sister. That's a lot. And now one of my brothers is married. Well, 2 of my brothers are married, but one lives in Texas, and we don't exchange gifts. So that's not an issue. But like at family Christmas, 2 of my brothers will be there. My brother's wife will be there. My sister's boyfriend will be there. Like, gotta have stuff for them. I don't want them to feel left out. And hats are easy. Next year I'll be screwed, but okay. Whips. Okay, we're gonna do the Roll for Christmas spoiler whip first. Okay, so if you don't want spoilers, skip ahead like 2 minutes. Or I'll just make it whips part 2, so you can just skip to whips part 2. So do that now, if you don't want spoilers. But guess what? It's another classic ribbed hat by Purl Soho. This one's technically for my dad, or it could be for my sister's boyfriend. The 3 hats that are all the same size, I will just tell them, like, here's 3 hats. 1 is for each of you. If you like somebody else's color better, then switch. This is also with Loop and Whirl Ruby-Tailed Wasp for one of the strands, and then the other one is this, which is, it is Spunky Eclectic is the dyer. The base is called Cloudfoot, and this colorway is called Cat's Eye. I've never heard of them or used them before. I won this skein in a giveaway somewhere. I don't remember where. But yeah, it looks really nice with this. It's doing like a striping thing, which I think is pretty cool. It's got the same vibes as this, just slightly different colored. And then I have one more hat to make after this one. So, yeah. Okay, spoilers over, kind of. Like, there are 2 projects that I'm also working on Roll for Christmas, but you've seen them both before. They're just in different stages. So I don't think you're really gonna care. Okay, let's do cross stitch. Last time you guys saw it, we were right here. So I finished this tube, and now we're working on this one. Here, let me move that out of the way. And now we're working on this guy. I've discovered that I am extraordinarily slow at cross stitching. Very slow. Because this is like 5 hours of work from here to here. So this is for Henry for Christmas, so we've got a lot of work left on there. Next is Random Scrappy Sweet Shop Blanket. This is a pattern by Laura Penrose. It's called the Sweet Shop Blanket, and I am using all of my fingering weight yarn scraps. It is now very large and very difficult to show you, but I'll give you like just a quick little. Okay. Okay, I'm sure that was really awkward and yeah. Okay, there are 49 squares so far. So, my current favorite square is probably this one because it's so bright. But I also really like this one because it feels like witchy Halloween. But there's a lot of really good ones in here now. And I don't think there's any that I like really dislike. There are a few that are like, meh, not my favorite, but I also love how the variegation on this one came out. That one's really fun. So, that is the Sweet Shop Blanket. It is on hold now while I try to get done all of the Christmas things. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the sample. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you recall, the Purl Soho sample that I was working on last time, I started knitting the thing and they're like, no, we don't like how that looks. Try this new color. So then I knit the thing again and they were like, no, we don't like how that looks. Try this different thing. And then I knit it again and they were like, we'll see, keep going. And then I finished the thing and they were like, yeah, okay. So they ended up paying me, or will be paying me, I should get paid today. But anyway, it ended up costing them twice what they thought it was going to because I had to reknit it a bunch. But it was a small, easy thing that I didn't really mind doing. So, yeah. That was that. It was annoying because I had to keep redoing it, but I don't mind the extra money. Okay, one more whip. This is the Forests of Arda cardigan by Melanie Roundtree. This is a gift for my mom. I am knitting this up in Knit Picks Wool of the Andes worsted in two colorways, Shire Heather and Dove Heather. Last time you guys saw it, I just had like 2 rows on the back panel, but the back panel is finished. The front panels are finished and it has been joined, not in the round because you're supposed to knit this in the round and then steek it, but I didn't want to. So I'm just knitting it flat as a cardigan, and that's how much join we have. I need 49 more rows until the colorwork cable's at the bottom. So that's what that looks like. Yeah. It looks really unexciting right now. Actually, when I finish this ball, I may switch to a sleeve, but we'll see. It just depends on how I feel. I've just been knitting hat after hat after hat right now. I guess acquisitions, since that's all the whips. I don't actually have any. I can show you what the end of my Fangirl Fibers Dark Academia calendar ended up looking like. We can rant about that for a moment. So if you haven't opened your Today colorway yet, don't watch. Skip to books. But, okay, so Number 1, this calendar was not dark academia. Number 2, the colorways did not match the colorway names at all. Number 3, the 5 stitch markers I got, 3 of them were the same. Number 4, there were several repeat colorways throughout the 31 mini skeins. I am super unhappy with having paid so much money for this advent calendar. I will not be buying from Fangirl Fibers again. I also had somebody reach out to me and say that they experienced the same thing with a countdown that they had over the summer. So seems like this is not a one-time deal for them. So no, I will not be buying from them again. And then also, a friend of mine was like, oh, that sucks. And then went and looked at their page, and their Fourth Wing countdown art looks very AI. So, sorry, if you're going to use AI art or generative AI period, I don't want anything to do with you in buying stuff from you. As a human person, we can have a discussion as to why you should quit doing that, but as a business, I'm out. I did rearrange all of the colors into a fade that I think is cool-ish that I may use that way. There are a lot of the colors that I do like. There are also a lot of what look like dye mistakes in the mini skeins. They're all tonal except one has 2 wildly different colors in it. There are quite a few skeins that have like mist dye spots that are just like, that's a white spot. There's no white any in the rest of the skein. This is clearly a mistake. So yeah, super displeased with this countdown. I do think I made the fade look cool, and I do think the yarn is usable. But it's totally not what they marketed it as, and yeah, not cool. But here's a little video of the fade I made out of it. So I'm not sure if I'll use those individually for things like Christmas gnomes coming up, or if I'll use them together. I highly doubt I'll use all of them together, just because it's so many skeins. Yeah. In being so unhappy with that, I was like, you know, I want a Christmas advent now that is from a brand that I trust and love and that I know delivers on what they say. But I was like, but you know, everybody put their advents on sale from like March to May. There aren't going to be any now. Casual Fashion Queen was like, I'm putting 20 advent calendars on the site. It's going to go pastels, brights, neons, and it's going to be a fade. And I was like, sold. So I got that. And then I've been watching Andy the Knittress's Vlogtober. First of all, I love her. If you want fun chaos, go watch her Vlogtober. It's super fun. She owns a local yarn shop in Oregon. And she decided during Vlogtober that she was going to do a Nightmare Before Christmas stitch marker countdown. And when she started showing like a couple of the little bits of it, I was like, well, I need that immediately. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite things, and this countdown is going to be so cute. And who doesn't want a stitch marker countdown? I love that. So I'm going to have both of those for Christmas, and I am going to do Vlogmas this year. I didn't think I was going to, but given how well the YouTube channel is doing right now, we're gonna do it. It will be long form content like this. I doubt any day will be more than like 15 minutes. But yeah, it won't be on Instagram because it'll be more than 3 minutes, and it'll be horizontal, not vertical. But yeah, kind of excited, kind of not excited for that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of editing, and I really hate editing, but it'll be fine. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. So, let's talk books. I have not been reading much. We didn't have a podcast last week because I started new medication, and it is hard. If you're a person who takes meds, you know that starting a new one can be really rough, and this one was really, really rough for the first week. It's slightly better now, but it also meant stopping another medication to start this one we're replacing. So, like, stopping a med is hard, starting a med is hard. And I'm doing better this week, but still not great. So there has not been a lot of reading. There's been a lot of watching YouTube videos, and a lot of just sitting, and a lot of extra sleeping. So there are not many books, and I completely realize that that's relative, because I always get comments that are like, you only read 3 books. I read 10 books this year. I understand. It's relative, okay? For me, I did not read much this week. So I last recorded on the 17th. So what have I read since the 17th? 4 books, which is crazy low for me for 2 weeks. So, okay, first was Play Nice by Rachel Harrison, 4 stars. Then I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman, 5 stars. Obsessed. Loved it. Then I finished With My Partner Artemis by Andy Weir. 3 stars. I was hoping for Project Hail Mary vibes, and it wasn't. It was like it was written by a completely different author. Then I read Murder Road by Simone St. James. 3 stars. It was meh. Currently reading Go Hex Yourself by Jessica Clare. I'm actually almost finished with that one. I have like an hour left. Then my partner and I are reading Carl's Doomsday Scenario, which is Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 2 by Matt Dinniman. And then I'm also reading Den of Liars by Jessica S. Olson. Also, I DNF'd 3 Bags Full by Leonie Swan. And that's a soft DNF. It was just, I am not vibing with this at all right now. I'm really seriously a mood reader, so if it's just not what I want to read right now, then I'm not going to read it right now. So it's DNF'd for now. I may read it again in the future. I may not. Just, I wasn't feeling good, and I didn't feel like listening to it. Yeah. The only thing I want to read right now is Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 2. But that's not something I read by myself. So, like, everything else is just not hitting. So if you've got suggestions for vibes like that, I'm looking for very non-serious, very just whatever, fun. Bonus points for also spooky. Like, that's all I can handle right now. But that's everything. I don't have anything else to talk about. I mean, that was a lot of things to talk about anyway, but I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope you have an excellent Halloween doing whatever you're doing. I hope you have a great day and then a great weekend. Thank you all for being here. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like and comment down below. You can go follow me over on Instagram for more other stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you all so much. Bye!